On this episode of the Carolina Sports Guy, we're going to dive in and review these games from Week 11, college football in the Carolinas. We're also going to preview and make some score predictions for Week 12. Before we get in today's video, make sure you subscribe, folks. It doesn't cost anything. Pound that like button, hit that bell notification to be notified of future videos like these. And folks, hey, leave me some comments. I love the dialogue, especially since we're coming down, getting close to bowl season here in a few weeks. All right, folks, I'm wearing my alma mater, East Carolina. Now, I had picked for the 9 games, there's 10 schools here we're talking about. And since Wake played NC State, it left us 9 games. And I was 6-3 for the week as far as predicting teams. And I predicted that since Memphis was home, East Carolina would drop it. They've struggled with Memphis as of late. And I had picked Memphis in a 26-21 win. If you go back and look at the video, I did see East Carolina had a shot to win. I just thought Memphis being at home, they'd pull it out. Well, East Carolina gets this game against Memphis. They get in overtime. And Memphis scored, and they go for 2 for some odd reason. They don't get it. East Carolina goes down. They scored. They kicked the extra point. They win 30-29. So now East Carolina's bowl eligible. They're going to go in the last couple of weeks, maybe try to pad a little bit, get a better bowl game. We'll see how that goes. But they play some close games this year, folks. And I believe other than UCF and the Appalachian State game, the other 2 games were winnable games. South Carolina, South Carolina wins almost at the buzzer on a field goal, and then losing to Houston in overtime at Houston. But East Carolina's really improved, and Coach Mike Houston deserves a lot of credit for that. Now, the one game I was spot on, I said UConn going to play at Clemson. And I said, man, UConn's going to get murdered. It's going to be, I said 42-7 Clemson. Well, I was almost right dead to the money because Clemson wins this game 44-7. And it was over before halftime, folks. So this is one of those games, predictions right on. UConn really, in my opinion, unless they join the Conference USA for football only, they just need to stick to basketball because it's an undaunting task what they have. Now, I did say Appalachian State was very big these last few weeks because with them beating Coastal Carolina and being in a tight race, the only game they really dropped this year that was disappointing was rival Louisiana Lafayette. Appalachian State's they play South Alabama. I said Appalachian State would win 28-16. They did better than that, folks. Appalachian State beats South Alabama 31-7. And like I said, they're a couple wins away. They're going to end up winning the Sun Belt. Now, I said Charlotte playing at Louisiana Tech, and Louisiana Tech had been on a losing streak, but I had just felt that Charlotte would drop this game. And I said Charlotte's going to win this game. Louisiana Tech's going to win this game 23-20. Well, Louisiana Tech did win the game by 10, 42-32. And Charlotte needs one more win. They're going to have to pick it up here the last couple of weeks. They need one more win to be bowl eligible, and it's important to them. Now, another game I was pretty much on the head. I thought Duke, who I believe out of all 10 of these Carolina schools is probably the weakest. Lost to Charlotte early on in the year in the upset at Charlotte. And, after a couple wins, Duke has really struggled. And I said Virginia Tech would beat Duke 34-17. Well, I was right with Duke having 17, but Virginia Tech wins this game 48-17. Now, South Carolina, that big upset they had last week going into Missouri. I said Missouri would win 27-19. South Carolina's getting better, folks. Missouri does win the game 31-28. But you can see that the coaching and everything's paying off. South Carolina's getting better every week. Okay, the one game I was against spot on. Thought Carolina upsetting Wake Forest last week was big. I say upset, I knew it was going to be a close game. But I had UNC playing Pitt, and I said Pitt would win by 6, 27-21. This game goes to overtime, and Pitt beats North Carolina on Thursday night 30-23. So I was only off by a point. Now, the one game I stayed up late last night watching, paid a lot of attention to this game, was NC State playing at Wake Forest. And I said it would be a 3-point game. But I thought NC State would win 38-35 because of Wake Forest being a little deflated from losing to Carolina for their first loss. And NC State's got a pretty good team, folks. Other than the 1-point loss, I believe, to Miami and the game where they lost to Mississippi State, I figured that was, NC State would end up changing this game. But Wake Forest ends up winning this game by 3, 45-42. And, Hartman did not have a great game pass, and his receivers dropped some balls. but they still get it done, and they scoring the points, folks. And it's going to set up them with another win here, one or two this year. They're going to be playing in the ACC championship game. Now, here's the one game I did miss as well. Because like I said, I lost the Wake Forest game because they had NC State winning by 3 when Wake won by 3, but I was close on that. The one game here that I was really shocked, I had Coastal Carolina beating Georgia State 21-13. Well, Georgia State ends up winning 42-40. Ended the game at Coastal. They're going for 2 to tie it, and they get stuffed at the goal line. They don't get in. I didn't see that upset come, and now Coastal Carolina's behind the 8 ball. Now, games this week, Louisville at Duke. No way Duke's going to win this game, even though they're home. I think Louisville will win this game 27-14. Syracuse at NC State. I do think NC State will bounce back. They're at home. They'll beat Syracuse 28-20. Wake at Clemson. Clemson's tough, but they're young. I just think Wake, this is their year. I'm going to pick Wake in the upset at Clemson, 35-27. Wofford out of conference game. Wofford's going to Carolina at Chapel Hill. I think Carolina will win this game 42-21. Texas State's playing at Coastal Carolina. I think Coastal will bounce back, and they'll beat Texas State 28-17. Marshall at Charlotte. It's a game Charlotte really needs. And even though it's in Charlotte, I still think Marshall will pull it out 24-20. East Carolina's going to Navy. Now, this game in the past, East Carolina struggled, and it is at Annapolis. I think East Carolina's going to be able to win this game, and I'm picking them to win 27-21. Appalachian State's at Troy. I think Appalachian State needs a win. I think they'll get it 30-21. And then Auburn's at South Carolina. Even though South Carolina's improved, I believe Auburn's like 17 in the country moving up. I think Auburn's going to win 31-16. So, folks, what do you think of this video? What was your upset game of the week? What game were you spot on? Me, Clemson, beating UConn 44-7. And the game I was really shocked in is that Georgia State ends up upsetting Coastal Carolina 42-40. Leave me some comments. I love the dialogue. Pound that like button. Hit that bell notification. And we'll see you next time. Don't forget to subscribe. On.